Hey, we're back and we're talking about how to reflect the humility and confidence of Jesus. Humility simply means freedom from pridefulness and arrogance. Confidence is all about being certain of yourself or something else. Humble and confident, that's exactly the kind of person that I think I want to be. But it's definitely not the person that I always am. For a long time, I pretended to be something that I wasn't. There was a lot of times in my life where it drove me to make choices that went against what I wanted to do. For example, when I was in middle school, I lied to a girl that I liked because I wanted her to like me back. Well, she already did. And when she found out that I was lying, well, guess what? She didn't like me anymore. We've all let our pridefulness win at times. We've all scrambled to make ourselves seem better when we feel like we don't measure up. We all do it. But have you ever wondered why? I think the answer is simple. It's comparison. Comparison gives us this constant desire to see how and where we measure up. It leaves us asking other questions that are hard to answer too. Sometimes comparison leaves us feeling worse about ourselves if we don't measure up to that standard, or our self-confidence can take a big hit as well. Other times, comparison leaves us feeling better about ourselves. It gives us a sense of satisfaction that we're better than others in some sort of way. But at the end of the day, it never takes us anywhere. There is no win when it comes to comparison. What if we could live our lives in such a way that we avoided the urge to compare ourselves to those around us? What if we could choose the way of Jesus, the way of humility and confidence? Today we're going to take a look at a verse by a guy named Peter, and it's from 1 Peter 5:5. Let's read it. And all of you dress yourselves in humility as you relate to one another. For God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. Peter was telling us to dress in or put on humility, to choose humility in how we see ourselves, how we carry ourselves, and how we compare ourselves to those around us. Because, as Peter put it, God gives grace to those that are humble. When we replace comparison with humility, we're disrupting that toxic cycle of comparison. Then we get to choose to be confident in who we really are and what we were made for. I want to encourage you to be you and to be humble while doing it. God's grace will help us choose to do that every single day. Dressing in humility doesn't mean that we make ourselves smaller, different, or quieter. It simply means that we choose to find our confidence and worth in the right place, in God. We don't need to compare because in God's eyes, we already measure up to that bar that we're trying to reach. So remember, be you and be humble. I'll see you guys next week.